are Mother Scratching Live. What? We have 500 people in the chat right off the rip. This is going to be a barn burner. This is going to be a freaking barn burner. John, how are you, sir? OG. D, what's good? Boone's doing awesome. Can we talk about how people lie and use families to cover for themselves?
We could talk about how people lie and use families to cover for themselves, if you want. Like, people say they have 500 people in their chat and there's only 183 views 20 hours later. That's people lying. Go on.
That's what we're going to get into tonight. Just the lies of Freddie. And they're amazing. To go back and look to see what has been said in the past is just great. And if people say you're digging up the past, you know what I say to that? Suck me wrong time. Long time. Because, you know, people bring up fucking dinosaurs. And dinosaurs were around millions of years ago. People called Trump Hitler. Hitler died in 44. So
Hitler died in 44. Trump was born in 46. And so, I mean, you know, you got a gestation period and maybe, I don't know, how long does it take to get reincarnated?
Bring up the past. I'm a revisionist, let's say. Greetings. And I agree with you that Eddie has a sugar daddy, and that sugar daddy is Amber.
When you say greetings to Basic Bob, and then immediately say, I agree with you, that Eddie has a sugar daddy, and that sugar daddy is Amber, nowhere else in this chat did anybody mention sugar daddy at all. But you click on Basic Bob and you immediately think about sugar daddy. I wonder why that is.
Yeah, lies from Eddie, the lies and shame. It's so good. He says in here a part that is like the greatest shit that I ever heard in my life. Just going over, you know, some stuff that Eddie's lies.
Hey, man.
Who's that in the background? Oh my God, is that David's cameraman? And therefore, if someone is a cameraman and or part of a video, then Eddie gets to go through their history with a fine-tooth comb? Oh my goodness.
No, that is my son, but I know what you're referring to, and because, David, Robert was your cameraman and also talked to you, he was Mr. Evan, you could hear him on stream, he was in your videos. And because he was in your videos, when y'all sent that cease and desist that said he's not in the videos, well, I was able to prove that he was. So that must have you up in arms about something.
Yeah, we get to, like, find out who everyone is.
There's emergency at the SWAT station.
Okay.
Because he was attacking me.
All right, hopefully they will. All right, hey.
Now, here's the thing. Do you notice when Eddie's always trying to use his family when it comes to his lies and trying to get out of trouble? That's what he's doing now. He set his son up to talk in the back, in the background to show that he has a child to use that as a sympathy tool.
Well, not actually. He's just there, man. That's where we live there. This is, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. See that? Look, we're in the backyard. He lives there with me. He's just there. I know you think that's weird, but no, I hang around my family. How old was he here? There it is. I was hacked, streamed 6 years ago. Let me see. Oh, I can't click on it because I'm not on my channel. Shoot. Normally you can. Oh, yeah, you can. So, May 26, 2019. So, I mean, he was 4 years old, dude. You can't corral a 4-year-old. They don't just listen to you like that. I would say probably you aren't used to the family atmosphere and it's just weird to you. And that should be weird to just regular folk.
I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I need to talk to you. Not last night, but the night before on a live stream.
Human behavior. Let's talk about this real quick. When you sniff, it's an indication of a lie. Eddie lies a lot. He sniffs a lot.
Or it's an indication you have snot coming out of your nose.
Okay. The night that this happened, Eddie doxed my ex and got himself into some hot water. Enough hot water to where he was sent papers from the lawyers. So with that being said, at no point in this video, or I could be wrong, let's see if Eddie talks about doxing someone. Because the only thing this is right here is a smoke screen for him doxing someone. That's it.
No, I didn't even know I doxed anyone. It was an accident. I'll show you. Oh, I'm not on the channel. So you know what? Hold on. See this one right in her, right above I was hacked. It says pull up live. I'm on my own channel, my Good Job Buddy channel now, so I can actually go into it, but it's got the red thing. I guess the warning sign deal there. You can't, it's not published. You can't see this from my other channel. So here we are. This is it. I have to turn the volume down because I played music and got that copyright that you saw, that red thing. And I'm going to let this play up until the point where the accidental dox actually happens. In fact, let's turn on the chat. You'll be able to see the people in here, whatever they were saying. I'm going to be bringing up, I was going to try to go, I don't have the top chat for that. Anyway, read it up, pause it. Here I am, I'm putting up this is a trash can in front of Dave's house, and I'm letting them know I know, and now I'm about to move that phone. It's going to move. There I go. I'm about to go down with it and pull it away, and when I pull it away, the address goes by. I didn't know it was on there. That's not how I imagined doxing you. I was going to dox this dude. I told him, I was like, hey, dude, keep yapping shit about my wife, I will dox you. Period. He likes to say that's an ultimatum or I'm free speech America, whatever. This is YouTube, buddy. This isn't America, but that doesn't matter. It's no ultimatum. I'm saying you keep on yapping shit about my wife, I will dox you. He kept yapping shit about my wife. In fact, he did it on this stream at the beginning of this stream. He kept yapping shit about my wife, and then I didn't mean to do this doxing, but this turned out to be the doxing. I'd much rather had named a stream the street address and, you know, put the picture of the house up there. Something, do like 2-hour-long live stream where I just say the address every 10 minutes for people who are new. That was the way I imagined doxing him. But I ended up doing this lame shit, and I didn't even know at that time that I was doing this video. The I Was Hacked video was just a couple days. It was like not even a full 2 days later. It was like a day and a half later. And I remember from watching the video that he's trying to cover now, the I Was Hacked video, that I had been freaking out because somebody got into my live stream and they shut the live stream down while it was in the middle. I had fallen asleep. And somebody gave him a wrench. That's what I was thinking. So that's why I thought I got hacked. And he knows this.
Brian Drolet from Be Like Trees got him on. It was early, and it was cool because I was like, hey, I don't have to do anything tonight, really, or whatever. And, you know, we can chill. But our air conditioner broke, so the house got hot, and that became like an emergency thing.
Yes, Hamilton, you can tell that is 100% a crack pipe burn on his lip.
I walked to the store once in the middle of the day, and then, so I guess around maybe 6, I went to the store again.
So Eddie doesn't know that we know when he sniffs, he's lying. So, Eddie, you lie a lot, dude.
You know, you don't know that when I sniff, it's because I don't want snot to fall out of my face. So, right? Weird, dude. Let's see here. Wow, watching him ignore his son like that to talk to his, quote, viewers is kind of disturbing. Well, Hamilton, that is gaslighting. I am ignoring this is a 12-minute long video that I'm making. He's right there with me. You're pretending that I'm starving him of attention to be on YouTube for a half a day. That's gaslighting. I'm not ignoring him. In fact, I was talking to him. At the beginning, you see me talking to him. You guys don't understand what just being around your family is like. I'm around this little son of a gun all the time. I'm around him right now. He's within 5 feet of me. It's just normal being a daddy stuff. And my viewers, I mean, I had hold on again. For the bottom of YouTube, it's not bad. 850, 39, 12, 15, 17. There's the Brian Drolet interview. Be Like Trees is a movie. This guy was in I don't know, like an MTV reality show. You can look him up. This one has 1,200 views, 978, 1,500. I mean, that's just sort of like, I had some, it's a bottom of YouTube, man. I had some viewers.
I could never figure out what was wrong. But we figured some things out. So we got that. It worked. And the first thing that came up was a message. It was on the bottom of my computer. It was from another video. It was just a notification. Hi, Gravin. Just a slur to my wife.
I thought Eddie doesn't check his notifications. Man, I got 99 notifications. I never check them, so I don't check my notifications. Clearly you do, because you checked this one and it fucking...
Yeah, so I didn't check my notifications starting like in maybe March of 2021 because my video started going viral and my notifications will fill up real quick. Nowadays, I don't check it pretty much because I have so many subscriptions that, I get updates all the time. There's no reason to check it. That's why I always say it doesn't help to at me. I'll come by and check your channel, or people let me know something's going on. That's what I do. So this is May 24th, 2019. There's that actual comment that I'm talking about. Isn't that crazy? That this dude right here has every one of those damn receipts.
Life is about timing. I timed that shit so perfect. He spiraled out of control. And you're probably wondering what I said. I just said the truth because I'm a very truthful person. The last boyfriend that Amber had before Eddie was a African-American black man named Twan. Twain, Twan. And she had to get charges away from her, charge him because, I will bring all of that stuff up and we're possibly getting an interview with Twan.
No, that's a lie. So you notice that everything he is passing off as truth here is just things he's saying. He's just making shit up. I sniff, which means I'm lying. When I'm probably sniffing in this video. I don't even notice it because my nose is running. I record almost all of my videos in the temperature of the day because I'm outside. So, and then this one, we were fixing an air conditioner. Look, our air conditioner broke that day. You're not going to believe that I have some crazy story, right? 85 degrees inside. Its setting is at 77 and it's 85 inside. May 26, 2019. When was that video again? I had my back against a wall. You started acting different. May 26, 2019. You'll see that everything I'm saying will have a fact, and in some cases, receipts to back up that fact attached to it, where David is just making shit up.
The last boyfriend that Amber had before Eddie was a African-American black man named Twan. Twain, Twan. And she had to get charges away from her, charge him because, I will bring all of that stuff up and we're possibly getting an interview with Twan.
No, you're not. So her last boyfriend before me was not an African American. It was a white guy, and he was around her age, a couple years older, like 36 maybe, and he was separated from his wife but not going to divorce her. So she was caught in like this sort of love triangle thing, I guess, but she only dated one black guy, and that was more than 20 years ago. So it was right around the time her dad passed away. So you're wrong, and you won't be able to prove that. So go ahead, say your thing.
So all I said was this, the truth. Amber loves BBC. She does. There's nothing wrong with it. Hey, D, you love BBC. You gonna stalk me now?
So you call it the truth, but it's just your opinion, dude. She dated one black guy in her life. Even, like, it doesn't even matter. I'm not sure why you're making a big deal over it. And you're not interviewing anybody. Find that. I dare you to find that person and interview them. Go for that.
No, it wasn't the same thing.
Let's listen to this again and let's talk about this. Eddie made up a lie saying that he was hacked. And he said that it was as powerful as an effect to him as when his wife was allegedly raped. Can you fucking believe this shit? This man made a lie up and then said it hurt him so bad. It hurt him as bad as when his wife was raped.
That's not what I'm saying, though, man. What I'm saying is being hacked is similar to the same violation you feel. My wife wasn't raped. There was an attempted sexual assault. I use the word rape because I say if you put your hands on a woman in that manner when you're not invited to, or she does not want that, in my mind, that's attempted rape. I use the word rape. I was wrong. The legal term is attempted sexual assault. So, but the violation part, that feeling you get inside, it's like if you go out to your car and you see somebody has been in your car, like rifling through your change drawer or your change cubby hole or whatever, trying to steal some money. That violation feeling that I got, that is the thing I'm talking about. It's not on the same scale. I felt this, somebody had encroached on something that I thought was sacred. And that's how I felt about being hacked. Because that's what I thought was going on. I thought I was being hacked. But you explain it, don't you?
Listen very closely to this next part, what this man says. Now, mind you, he's lying about being hacked. He doxed my ex. And to screen up. He gave me a wrench. And of course, if you're going to give me a wrench, I'm going to block everybody on your channel. Absolutely. Absolutely. So with that being said,
you blocked everybody on my channel, didn't you? I didn't dox your boyfriend and then go give you a wrench. You had a wrench because I thought you were my buddy way back when on a different... this channel, your Slap City News channel, got blocked. You had a wrench on your other channel, Hiker Evan. Remember this? There you are at 125.33, Hiker Evan. Why would I have given you a wrench when at the very beginning of this whole thing, I said that about you? I didn't know that I had given you a wrench in that name. You do know that, right? You had this wrench already. I just didn't know it. And I didn't know it when this whole thing went down, which is why I thought I got hacked and somebody gave you a wrench. You understand this, right? By the way, there was all these other, hold on real quick. Look at this. See this person here, Skunk Boy 710. I mean, this dude, you're a piece of shit, Eddie. I honestly wish you didn't live so far away. I'd love to go down, go to town on your stupid face, your ugly glasses. You're a grown-ass man. Get a job, support your family, even though Dempsey's retarded and Amber's a fucking slut. This guy, the Skunk Boy 710 guy, he would come in like this. Am I blocked? Can anybody see me? See that right there? He'd be like, yeah, you're good. And then he would unload on me. And twice this happened. And both times this happened, my phone rang. And so he's asking, am I in here? Does anybody see me? And then my phone rings. I answer my phone. Nobody's there. And I got my laptop, right? So my laptop is playing my stream. I got my phone. And I'm thinking that there's something connected between, if you have the phone number, you can call the phone number. If the laptop's on, you can hack into the thing. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't fucking know shit about how hackers and stuff like that work. I can't figure all that part out. But somebody called me when this Skunk Boy 710 guy came in. And then later on, David, in his other account, Hiker Evan, has a wrench blocking everybody in my chat. That's why I thought I was hacked. And he knows this.
You guys conspired to attack and silence me in a country where free speech is one of the greatest things that we have. Is free speech. So not only did you try, but you failed, brah. You literally tried to call me a fucking groomer and you failed.
Well, now hold on. The country, absolutely free speech. This is YouTube. That's different. Why do you think that people finding out that your name is David or your full name is what it is, why do you think that is conspiring to take you down? What is that? You're talking shit about my wife, dude. I'm going to find out who the guy is talking shit about my wife. Also, you're the one that told me to look up Rude Boy, a Michigan MMA. You said to do that, moron. It's not hard once you look that up to find your name. I got help finding where you are. But you know what? I told you ahead of time. Like I said, you keep talking shit about my wife, I'm going to dox you. Who cares? You did it. You kept talking. You didn't give a shit. And dude, it isn't even me calling you a groomer. That's not, I've said it. I think that what you did was, groomer status for sure. But ask AI. I asked AI, what is it called when an adult stranger is tagging an 8-year-old kid on YouTube with lies about his parents? And it lays it out. When an adult stranger targets a child online with lies about the parents' behavior is most accurately called predatory harassment or malicious digital targeting. Because it involves a stranger rather than a known relative, the situation shifts from a domestic dispute to a serious child safety concern. And then I highlighted some things here for you. If you'd like to go ahead and pause, you can. But you notice here, grooming tactics. Groomers often start by saving the child from their parents or driving a wedge between them. And that could be considered what you were doing by letting or telling Dempsey this. One of, 5 attempts that you made to his YouTube channel that we had to not let him use anymore. So you don't have to take my word for it anymore, man. That was just what I thought. The thing was, you keep repeating that I'd said somewhere that I didn't think it was grooming. That's not true. I was on panel with Sam, Sam asked me if I thought you, David, were a chomo, and I said no, I didn't think so, because I also think this grooming thing takes on there are different levels to why you would do that. But if you punch into the old AI, what of a 47-year-old man tries contacting an 8-year-old child by tagging the child's YouTube channel and lying about the child's mother, very much exactly what you did, it tells me that's grooming behavior. Groomer.